Hi folks, Tom Owens here with Remax Grand, coming at you with another installment of help videos on people, this time people that are looking to buy property. I have with me today a couple ladies from the Bank of Prairie du Sac. Both of them are vice presidents, and I'll introduce you. One is Crystal Laudenbach and Linda Oelke-mcnamer. They are both the mortgage lenders. And so if you need to go to the Bank of Prairie and you're looking for a mortgage or refinance or whatever, these are the ladies you're going to be talking to. So how you doing, guys?
Good. Morning, Tom.
Well, hey, we'll get right into it. I have some questions, and I hope we can get some good answers and be informational for everybody. I'm going to start out with Crystal. Crystal, what's the difference between a bank and, say, a mortgage company?
Well, typically banks are full service financial providers, so they offer a variety of deposit and loan accounts. Mortgage companies typically offer mortgage products only. Bank of Prairie du Sac is a full service financial provider, so we can help you with all of your banking needs. And then we do service all of our mortgage loans. So what that means is, as a customer, you would make all your mortgage payments directly to the Bank of Prairie, and we would work with you throughout the life of your loan. So we will not transfer your servicing to another financial institution after the loan closes, like some mortgage originators will do.
That's interesting because, you know, I've been a part of your bank for most of my life. And the one thing I really like about it is that you know, people know who I am. And if I have any questions, I can come to you guys and I get the answers that I need. And I appreciate that a lot. Linda, if someone's interested in purchasing a home, what would you say are the top 3 or 4 things that they need to do to get the ball rolling?
They may want to know what their credit score is. This 3-digit number can make or break your ability to get a mortgage. So if you need to work on strengthening that credit score, if it's below 700, it may be worth taking the time to do that before you go shopping. But then you want to get pre-approved before shopping for a home. Learn how much you can afford. What's your budget going to look like? How much are you comfortable spending on your housing payment every month? And are you going to have a down payment? You know, how much upfront cash can you put into this transaction? And know what your expenses are going to be. You may have a home inspection. You're going to have homeowners insurance plus your closing costs. And know where you want to live. Do you want to live in the city? Would you be more comfortable in a rural setting? And know what type of housing you want. Do you want a single family home or a condo? It makes a difference in how we underwrite your loan.
Sure. So closing costs, just real brief, can they be packed into the loan so that you don't have to come out front and pay them on certain loans?
It does depend on the type of loan that you're doing. In most cases, you know, we're asking our customers to be prepared to pay those at closing.
Are inspections required on all mortgages?
No, they're not required.
Good. So that's at the buyer's discretion, I would say.
If you go into a rural housing loan or some of the government loan programs, you may be required to have a home inspection.
Sure. So I guess this question I can ask both of you. What is, if you can define pre-qualification, you know, and what does it take for somebody to get pre-qualified for a loan if they want to buy a piece of property?
Well, pre-qualification is really the first step in determining how much of a loan you'll be able to afford. It's based on information that you supply to your lender. We need to collect information such as income, assets, and debts. Please note that if you're, typically we need a 2-year work history. So this is especially important if your income is primarily from things like tips, bonus, commission, or if you're self-employed. For debts, we need to know your monthly loan obligations. So things like car loan payments, student loan payments, and minimum credit card payments. We don't include like cell phone bills or utility bills. We don't pull a credit report at the time of the pre-qualification, but it is good if you have an idea of maybe where your credit score is at, or at least your credit history. And then you can do a pre-qualification over the phone, in person, online. But if you want to, pre-qualification is just an estimate of how much you'll be able to borrow. So if you want to take it to the next level, then you'll want to get pre-approved. And Linda's going to explain the pre-approval process for you.
Sure.
A pre-approval, you're actually completing an application. And part of the application process is that we do need to verify your credit. So your credit report will be full. You need to provide us documentation so we can verify your income and your assets. You can do your pre-approval either online, in person, or by mail. And once you're pre-approved, you'll receive a pre-approval letter that will show you how much you can spend on your new home. And usually a pre-approval is good for 120 days. And they have generally a little more weight with your seller than a pre-qualification letter.
So basically, is it fair to say that before you go out and find a property that you like and maybe put an offer on it, definitely get pre-approved through you guys? And second question on that would be, how long does it take? I mean, is it possible for somebody to get that done rather quickly?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, a pre-approval, if they fill out the application online and can get us some of their information, right away, generally we can have an answer to you within 24 hours. It depends on how quickly the borrower can get their information to us.
Sure, and that is, they would get pre-qualified, but yet would they get a pre-approval letter that they may need for an offer as well? Or?
Right. Yes.
Super. Nice. Well, Crystal, what happens if somebody comes in and they want to get pre-qualified and they have a place that they're kind of thinking, let's say a certain dollar value, but they don't have the down payment money, and maybe their credit history isn't the best? What options do they have? Is it possible? Are there consequences that they would need to deal with because of those?
Sure. You don't need to have 20% down, but anytime you have less than a 20% down payment, you would have to pay monthly mortgage insurance. But that typically can be removed once your loan reaches a certain loan to value. And the loan to value is calculated by taking your loan amount divided by the value of your home. And if credit is a concern, I would say just talk to your lender about it. We will do our best to find a product that fits your needs. And we can also provide tips on improving your credit.
Would they have to get a new appraisal for this loan to value number to change, or how would that work?
It depends. If they think the value's gone up or they've made a large principal reduction, they could request an appraisal. Otherwise, it is automatically removed once it reaches a certain point.
Sure. That's really informational there. Thank you. So, Linda, what are the current rates like today, and what does it mean to the consumer to have such historically low interest rates?
The conventional fixed rates are ranging from 2 to 3%, which is historically very, very low. The low mortgage rates means that you'll have a lower monthly housing payment, which then hopefully means that you can get a bigger home buying budget.
That's interesting, because I look back, quite a few years ago when I bought a few investment properties, I was paying 8, 9%. And wow, today 2 to 3%, it's crazy. It's a great time for people to seriously get their ducks in a row and maybe try to buy a house, because it's beneficial. Absolutely. At this point.
Absolutely.
Well, I really appreciate this conversation. It's very informational. I think we're real helpful to to all the people that are willing to listen to what we have to say, and I hope it brings them in to maybe, you know, ask some questions to you guys. So is there anything else that you guys or the bank have anything special maybe that you want to mention before we finish up?
I guess I'll just direct you to our website. It's bankpds.com/homebuyers. You can find lots of homebuyer resources. Our website features our daily interest rates. We have payment calculators. Pre-qualification form is on there. The pre-approval application is online. So there's definitely a lot of information out on our website.
Sure. Linda, do you have anything to offer?
Just invite everybody to, you know, check us out and give us a call if you have any questions. We'd love to help you.
Awesome. I really appreciate this opportunity, ladies. And for myself, I just want to say, hey, if there's anything I can do for you in the property needs, if you have a property you need to sell or you need to know the value of your home, I can do a market analysis. Hey, feel free to contact us. Don't forget to share this when you see it. Hit like, and hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it again. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Goodbye.